So what if I told you there was a tool that could help you improve your mental health, your physical health, your immune system, that it could help you recover faster, it can help you heal quicker, and it's something that you're already doing, something you already have access to, nothing that you have to add into your life? Well, you'd be thrilled. You'd want to know, what is this thing and how can I use it? And since you already have it, that's what we're going to focus on in today's episode. It is the topic of sleep. Yes, how do you get a good night's sleep? So, welcome to Minimal Dose. This is where we take big ideas and we break them down into simple, actionable insights. My name is Blake, and I'm going to be your guide into this short episode for the next few minutes as we talk about sleep. It's interesting that 8 out of 10 Americans say they don't get a good night's sleep. And you may think that's crazy, but if you start asking people, hey, how do you sleep? How do you sleep? You'll realize, man, a lot of us are not sleeping good, whether it's not getting enough sleep, not feeling like we're getting good quality sleep, waking up tired, feeling like we can't doze off easily. There's all kinds of challenges and tensions with this. And when you start to see how many things in your physical and mental health are connected to the quality of your sleep, you realize this is a huge problem. So what can you do to actually improve your sleep? Well, before we get into that, let's talk about what a good night's sleep is connected to. So, sleep health affects the following: cognitive function and memory, research-backed connections to the quality of your sleep, emotional regulation, immune system health, your body's ability to physically recover and repair is connected to sleep. The ability to manage your weight and metabolic health, your heart health, your hormone balance, your mood, and several key factors tied to longevity are all closely integrated with how you sleep. So if it has this massive impact on us, why are we not taking more care and more attention to get a good night's sleep? Well, for many of us, it's something that we don't think about. Sleep at one point in your life may have happened very easily. You may have just got in bed and boom, you're out and you wake up in the morning and you feel refreshed. Or it may be something that, you've researched a bit, but there's so many things out there, it gets complicated, it gets overwhelming into what exactly you need to do to improve your sleep. And that's why in this episode, I just want to make it simple. I want to give you the big four things that you can focus on to improve your sleep and to optimize that massive part of your health and life. So, what are the big four when it comes to optimizing your sleep? The first thing, and this isn't a fun one, but it's relevant, is maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. What does that mean, to maintain a consistent sleep schedule? It means that every night you get to bed around the same time. This is important because it begins to train your brain on what to expect. Your body will actually release certain chemicals in anticipation of sleep. And when you throw it off every other night, or you go to bed at 1 a.m. and then you go to bed at 10 p.m. and you're all over the board, you start to actually prevent yourself from getting into a rhythm of quality sleep. So the first thing you maybe need to do is just set out, okay, what is my expectation? What is my ideal? What time do I get to bed every night in a perfect world? And then you start aiming for that. The second thing in the big four is light management. Now that's a weird term, light management, but you've probably heard about how much light that comes in through all different kind of sources, from the sun and from screens, how much that can affect how you physically function. And it's very important when it comes to sleep. One of my favorite memes that I've seen is someone, they're wrestling in their bed and they say, man, I can't fall asleep. Let me see if staring at this screen for the next 2 hours will help me doze off. It's just so counterintuitive. We know it doesn't work, and there's actually physical reasons why it doesn't work. It's not just a mental thing, but we totally disrupt our sleep when we stare at screens up until the minute before we want to go to bed. So what does it look like to manage light better? Well, a few things. One, it's dimming the lights in your house at night. Second thing, it's making yourself some boundaries around screen usage before bed. And you can start small with this. You can make it where 20 minutes before you go to sleep, the phone is away, the TV is off, and you're letting yourself do a relaxing activity. Maybe it's stretching, or maybe it's reading a book. These simple things, removing the light, actually helps prepare your body for a deeper night's sleep. The third piece of the puzzle is to regulate your temperature. This one seems almost impossible to notice, but it's a big deal. And it's one of those things you may not think about, but it's affecting you whether you know it or not. See, our bodies want to be cooler at night when we go to sleep. That's why some people like to put on the fan at night, get bundled up under a blanket, because that cooler body temperature actually helps improve your sleep. So what can you do to help control your temperature? Well, here's a great hack that I like to do. I get into a warm shower for about 10 minutes before I go to bed. And you may think, well, isn't that heating you up? But actually just the opposite happens, because when you get out of the warm shower, your body activates systems to start to cool you off and bring down your body temperature, so you're sliding into the right direction that you want to go for a good night's sleep. So a little warm shower can actually prepare you to sleep better because you want to be cooler. So things that keep you hot at night, whether it's loading on tons of blankets and you wake up, you're feeling hot, those are going to be very unhelpful for getting you a good night's sleep. And anything you can do to optimize your environment to feel a little bit cooler when you're sleeping will improve it. So you've got temperature, you've got light, and you've got consistency. And the fourth thing is to create yourself a wind down routine. And that's sort of the epitome of the other three. You begin to craft, what does it look like for me to prepare for sleep? Most of us, we don't do this at all. We walk straight from our busy day, our busy lives, minute by minute, and then we just go, all right, fall right asleep. It doesn't happen because we haven't prepared ourselves. And when you start to create a wind down routine of turning off screens, dimming lights, maybe it's a warm shower, maybe some slow breathing exercises, maybe you lay down and you do some gentle stretching, you might read a book. Any of these wind down things actually begin to prepare you. So when you create your own little mini ritual for sleep that you begin to implement, not only is it going to help you prepare for a good night's sleep physically, but now you're getting the mental cues where your body starts to know, we've started this, now we're here, and you're ramping into sleep from a mental side even better. And so really, in summary, this doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be buying a new mattress. It doesn't have to be buying a special alarm clock. It can be really complicated, or it can be really, really simple. You take those big four, you start implementing those on a consistent basis. You watch your sleep patterns change, and then from that, you're going to see the rest of your life change, because you'll see energy improve, you'll see your clarity of mind increase, and you'll feel a lot better as well. So you take these with you, you implement them, you let me know how it goes, and I wish you the best. This has been Blake on Minimal Dose. Have a great life.